Good morning, XRP family. Hope you're all doing well and you all are having a great day. To start things off, I'm out and about. I live in California. California has tightened up their stay-at-home policy. Obviously, I'm out and about because I like to see what the world's like. I'm headed to the office. I'm going to be working on 2 videos today. Well, both of them is going to be dealing with how to keep your home during this global event, because a lot of people are afraid, uncertain, and they don't have the tools to help themselves during this crisis. Now, during the first crisis, I wasn't a real estate agent. The only thing that saved me is I didn't use my house as, what do you call that, an ATM. So, my second wife, she was like, oh, we got a line of credit for $200,000. Oh, we could buy a car. We could do this. We could do that. I'm like, no, this is not free money. We have to pay this back. And if we have a mortgage at a certain price and I'm paying that, and I still have a little cushion to do other things, it doesn't make sense that on top of that, where my income is not increasing. At the time, I had 2 school buses. I had my school bus company in LA. And I'm like, and on top of that, I'm the only one working? No, that doesn't add up. But the car that she was driving, I had that paid off. So, you know, I still have my same cars I had back then. I have a 67 𝙏𝙗𝙬 convertible, the ultimate driving machine. That's my baby. I'll probably throw a picture up right there. Yeah, don't she look good? That's my baby. She doesn't look as good as that right now because she's been hibernating. But yeah, once XRP take off, oh, she's going to West Coast Customs. Not to trick it out too much. But my other ride is my 1986 GMC Sierra. Yeah. So this is my current wife's ride. So I can't be staying at home. I can't be just sitting around not doing anything. I'm a hustler. I signed up for Uber. I signed up for Lyft. I signed up for DoorDash. I signed up for Rideer or something. I think that's the first person to activate me. I'm gonna see if I can check that out. But no, I love passive income, and if I didn't get hit with a financial crisis last year, you know, I had, you know, it's like I had quite a few escrows at the same time, and I overspent. I was like, oh, this money's in the bank, this, that, and that, and this. For whatever reason, 4 of those escrows closed. In LA, you know, when you're dealing with real estate, that commission check could be either $8,000 to $15,000 to $30,000, depending on the price of the property. So I lost quite a bit of money, over $60,000, and that just put my financial life in a tailspin. And yeah, I had to go back driving the school bus for a minute. I sold my school bus company to my brother, so it's like I got parental treatment. I still have my license and credentials and all that good stuff. But you have to do what you have to do, and you have to learn from your mistakes. But when the thing about that is, I learned from my mistakes, and I started listening to Robert Kiyosaki, different other entrepreneurs, bigger pockets. Now that's if you're an investor, want to be an investor, go to YouTube, search Bigger Pockets. They have so much tremendous information. And one of the things that I'll be doing once I get back on my feet is buy like single family homes that's at least 5 to 6 bedrooms. Make sure they're completely updated inside and turn them into Section 8 housing. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Section 8 gangs and you getting bottom of the barrel tenants. They don't appreciate it. I heard all that stuff before, and you know, you have the carte blanche to choose who you want to rent from you. And then, since you are renting a property or a product that are 5 bedrooms, 6 baths, you're going to have a select few that really needs that property. And what you do is, you know, you interview them, you make sure everything's okay, and after that, you be like, what time are you usually home? All right, well, I'm going to review your application, and within next week or two, I'll stop by your house, take a look at your house, and let you know if you've been approved. Like, what? You coming to my house? They don't say that. They be like, oh, okay, yeah. 9 times out of 10, if you do a pop by and you look at their house, that's the way your house is going to look 2 months from now if they're renting from you. And if their house or apartment or whatever is all trashy and crappy, that's the way your property is going to be, trashy and crappy. So you don't want that, you know. But if you go over to their house and their house is spotless and they're dealing with usually older adults or something like that, you're not going to have a problem. And if you treat them good, you're not going to have that much turnover. Usually, there's with that big a family, you have a longer tenants. And since the government is paying your mortgage, you're gonna have less turnover because they're only going to be paying a percentage of what they make. So let's throw it out there. Let's say you get a 6 bedroom, 3 bath house in LA. That could be anywhere from $400,000, $800,000, depending on the city or whatever. You know, if you get one that needs some work, you know, say you pick up one for sorry about those beepings. The beeping is coming from the dash, and I guess it's listening to my voice. I don't know how to turn that off.
Voice box.
Turn off voice. I don't know, but all right. So I need to just turn this off. But all right, so where was I? All right, like say you get a property, fix it up, and you know your mortgage payment is like $3,500 or whatever. Usually, Section 8 pays for a 6 bedroom, depending on your location. It could be anywhere from $4,200 to $4,800. That's a good chunk of change. And if you already have a property that's under that threshold, man, you'll be making some good passive income. Now, say you get a property and you have to go negative, you have to pay the difference for a certain amount of time. what you do is make 2 payments a month for a certain amount of time to cut down the interest rate in your mortgage balance. Whenever you can, refinance for a lower rate, lower your payments, or extend your mortgage. When you have the government paying your mortgage, it's going to cut it down. So, yeah, that's just a little tidbit. I went off topic for a minute, but yeah, it's really crazy right now with the global event. So you need to take precautions. You can't be scared. You have to hurry up and make the calls, because I know it's scary. Just to give you a heads up, stuff is killing me, getting on my nerves. Oh, I think I know what it is. Hopefully I fixed it. I think it's the phone is leaning on a button. Now, if I put the phone somewhere else, it'll be another angle, and I don't think that'd be too good. But back, I'll give you a little quick tidbit. Like, if you've been on time with your payments, for your residential payment or your investment property payment, say, hey, the mortgage crisis, the global event is having an issue. The tenants called me. They're saying they're having an issue with making a payment because everything's locked down. They can't go to work. Can you just suspend this next month's payment and put it on the back of the loan? I say 60 to 70% of the time that will work. It's like, all right, we'll just slap it in the back of the loan. Now, what I'm doing is, you do that, and then next month you come back, hey, I need a forbearance. And most people think of forbearance as, oh, well, you give up some of the principal debt, or you don't have to pay for 2 to 3 months, and it's forgiven, debt forgiveness or whatever. No, a forbearance is like, hey, they're gonna let you slide for 1, 2, 3 months. Now, when I was talking to a mortgage company yesterday, I got pushed back up to 6 months. But you don't have to utilize the full 6 months. You just utilize what you need. But before the 6-month term, it's up to negotiation if you need more time, because we're in uncharted territory. We don't know what's happening with this global event. So you just say, hey, California or Utah or whatever your state is on the lockdown, we can't work. This goes for your residential or your commercial single family homes. I don't know how they're going to do it for commercial. I know LA County has a order in place where you can't evict the tenants and you can't evict commercial people. So commercial places. So I'm gonna get my morning coffee. So you talk to them, say, hey, I need some kind of financial assistance with my loan. I would like to not make payments for a couple months until I'm able to go back to work. So they're gonna ask you some questions, and they're gonna basically see your payment structure, and then they're gonna make a decision. Now, sometimes they might have to talk to somebody higher up and get back to you. But with one of the loans I talked to yesterday, they approved me for 6 months when I was talking to them about the mortgage, and they said it's going to be updated in the portal, in the mortgage portal when you make the payment, or the app for my client or whatever. So, but they were saying, hey, if you still want to make a partial payment, that will go to your mortgage payment, because at the end of the term, either you're gonna have to pay one lump sum, or have you make your regular payments, and then you make an additional payment to pay what you're in arrears. But it won't be the arrears, but is be the mortgage payment you didn't pay, if I'm explaining that right. So with this global event, there's a lot of different things. And the loan I had, it was a Freddie Mac loan, so that's already tied in with the government, so they already know what's going on. They're more easier. The second call I made was a conventional, and they was more strict. They was like, oh, well, we don't know exactly what's going on. But I'm like, wait a minute, I'm talking to you, and you said this is the first time bear with you, because this is the first time you're calling at home with the software and programs they're giving you to handle your job. So you're affected by it. Not everybody can work from home. So they were saying that they can only do it for a month. They're not sure what's going on, but since it's still some time before the end of the month, this is going to get worse before it gets better. And I was like, all right, well, let me review my options, talk to the client, and give you a call back, and we'll see what's going on. So yeah, and for you that don't know, I don't do this for everybody. Yeah, they have to call. They have to add me as an assigned contact person that represents them. There's too many people out there trying to defraud people, charge them for this kind of service. For my clients that bought houses through me, or it's just my contacts in general that may be selling in the future or whatever. I do this for them, but yeah, I don't do it for everybody. So, but yeah, this is what's going on. I'll probably, I don't know if, well, I'll probably do one for my real estate channel, but maybe this kind of covers it on XRP Agent, but I'll probably still do it in the office. But yeah, basically with FHA, Freddie Mac, they're owned by the government, and they're the first mortgage companies to start dealing with this crisis and trying to assist homeowners. Now, usually whatever guidelines they adopt, now this is going back from what happened back in the day, then they usually, the regular lenders, conventional, and the other lenders, now Bank of America, Chase, JP Morgan, they're on the bandwagon. They're the bigger ones, but you usually have more problems with the little mortgage companies, and they're like, oh, we have to talk to the investor. I don't know. I was like, wait a minute, everybody's in an issue, But okay, and don't have no attitude. Kill them with kindness. Yes, ma'am. I understand. Hey, I'm in the same boat. You do not. You can't win the fight. And if you try to be negative or I know it's a stressful situation for a lot of you, because hey, if you want to pay your mortgage, but if you're at home and you can't pay your mortgage, oh Lord, what? When I talked to my client, it was just such a relief. Oh, I have 6 months to pay. I was like, yeah, you have 6 months to pay, but that don't mean you don't pay for 6 months. You pay what you can, but make sure you put a little bit aside and all this other stuff. Now, if the mortgage company is playing hardball, you just speak nice to them, and then you call your senator, your state senator, you know, and I'll be going over that in my next video. So I hope this helps. If you have any questions, leave them below. But this is the XRP agent. I'm about to get my morning blood, my coffee. And if you like this video, leave a comment below. Let everyone know that, hey, XRP is going to the moon. And once it goes to the moon, man, sure, I'll be working in other ways, like my tan. Later.